In today's modern parenting, how do you know your child is doing well in school? Do you know? It turns out that most parents believe their kids are doing better than they actually are. That's according to a recent survey by Gallup and an organization called Learning Heroes.
In fact, 88% of parents believe their kids are reading at grade level, and 89% believe their kids are on par in math. But only half of students are performing at their grade level, according to the survey. Executive Director of the Eisenhower Institute at Gettysburg College, Tracie Potts, joins us now. She's also the advisory board chair for Learning Heroes. Tracie, thank you so much for being with us.
Yes.
So jumping in here, why the disconnect between how students are actually performing and what parents think is happening?
Because parents aren't getting all of the information. So what we found in that Gallup-Learning Heroes survey is 2/3 of parents, almost 2/3, are relying primarily on grades to get information about how their kids are doing. And that makes sense, right? You get the grades, you think, okay, they got a B, they're doing well. Not necessarily. Think about it. That B involves a lot of other things. Effort, are they turning in their homework? Are they participating in class? And so when you add all of that to achievement, parents are getting information, but they're not specifically finding out, is my child on grade level in reading and math? And you just showed the numbers to prove that in many cases, unfortunately, most cases, they're not.
So you say that a lot of parents consider a B to be a good grade, right? I would consider that to be a good grade. You say we should question that.
We should absolutely question that, B, because so many other things are included in it. Does your child show up for class, right? If you're a high school parent, as I was, this is a question. Are they raising their hand? Have they improved? So let's say you have a 4th grader and they started out reading on a 2nd grade level. Now they're on a 3rd grade level. That's a full year of improvement, but they're still not where they need to be.
Yeah.
So the key is we need to ask the right question. Most parents say, how's my kid doing in school? Not the right question. The question we should be asking teachers is my child on grade level in reading and math? And that opens up a whole different conversation.
Are they keeping
That's
up?
so good. I mean, if you ask those questions, right, you do the right thing and a child's grade level does not improve, what do you do as a parent?
So that's when you start. First, you have a conversation with the teacher. What we really are encouraging is building a relationship with your child's teacher, no matter how old they are, even in high school. You know, in high school, this becomes tough. I was the parent of high school kids, so I get that. But building that relationship and that ongoing communication is how we can help our kids move forward.
I also was just recently the parent of high school kids. There's a fine line between wanting your child to do really well and encouraging them to do better than that B and pushing too hard, and then maybe having like a mental health impact on them if they think you're making life too stressful for them. How do you walk that line?
Yeah, it's a really good question, Kate. So for parents like you and I who had high school kids, get them involved in the process, right? They don't like when we talk around them, but we want to get them involved in that process so that they feel some ownership, so they feel like, okay, we're working together here to improve achievement.
And you talk about a B grade. I mean, we touched on it a bit, right? Many parents consider a B grade good. You say it might not be enough.
It's not a bad grade. So let me be clear. A B is a good grade, but it includes a lot of things that are beyond just achievement. So it tells us, hey, your kid is trying, they're making progress, but in the end, we want to know that my 4th grader or my 10th grader or my senior is where they need to be. Those benchmarks are set for a reason, because when our kids go to college, the rigor that they're going to face when they hit the work world, right? That's why the U.S. Chamber of Commerce has partnered with us with this Go Beyond Grades campaign. They're concerned about the kids that we're now sending into the workforce. We want to make sure
they're not going to be ready for the jobs.
Exactly. So we want to make sure that they're hitting those benchmarks, and parents and teachers can work together to make that happen.
I love that, and grades aren't necessarily a reflection of knowledge retention. So keeping in mind it's a holistic view. This is really helpful.
Tracie Potts, really interesting. Thank you so much for being here.